I need to get some gloves on, but that is a full successful print for my quartz.
I had a crazy idea. I've been working on my website just to have like more things that I can post and share that necessarily might not be video related, and I wanted a way to kind of have like an Easter egg kind of thing. So I started to think what I could do, and of course I thought of the toad, the chaos toad from Miscast. So this is definitely heavily inspired by that. I opened up Asperite and then just kind of started vibing out. Um, I learned this program to actually make perler bead sprites many years ago, probably in high school. I don't know if Asprite's that old, but that's when I first kind of like got interested in pixel art. So really, my only advice is to just keep doing it over and over again, and then you get better at it. I'm not good enough at it where I could explain to you how to do it, but I just kind of vibe out. I start with the outline first, and then from there I color in the inside because once you have the outline, it's a lot easier. But that's what I did. I wish I was better to explain it to you how I did it, but I'm just not. So sorry. But enjoy this time lapse. And now I am finally going to show you how to make a character in Crown and Skull. So this window right here, this is a tool that I just built myself. I'm running it locally. I don't know if I can share it. I'll try to reach out to Brandon and find out. I know there's an official character builder, but this one has all of the options for the custom spell building and stuff that it's not in the free kit that he released. So that's why I don't want to publish it, but I'll find out. But pretty much you pick a character, you start with 50 points, and then you kind of build things out. So here I was just trying to look at the stat card, and I don't want to base the character during gameplay on her, but I thought it was cool to like build my custom spell, which is like a blizzard effect based on a little mix of her feet as well as snow squall. I'm also making a custom greatsword here. So a lot of things I like about Crown and Skull is you can really adapt anything you want into it. It's a very cool system. And I'll go back and kind of like show you all the things I picked once it's done. But my laptop died, as you can probably see. That my battery was dead, so that's what that little black flick was. But here, so I'm picking up this great sword, and now I'm gonna make it deadly, lucky, lightweight, dice upgrade, balance. It's really pimping it out, pretty much giving it all the things. This will make it so it essentially I was trying to recreate kind of like that blessed magical weapon master, and really like make this a legendary sword. I started her off with 100 points, and I actually bumped her up to 150, so I could make the two cats as companions instead of their own characters. So normally when you're making like a first, what would be considered a first level or a zero level character, you just start at 50 points. And I just wanted to make sure I really kind of captured her. I didn't do this with any of the other characters; they're just normal 50 point guys. And I think because I'm playing solo, this won't be like super cheesy. One, because I'm gonna control it and not make it super cheesy. But this is me just picking my spell effects and building out my custom spell. That's the mix. And I just I'll play this. I'm gonna go back and probably make some tweaks to this. But really, the idea is just to make a blizzard that makes it so I'm hard to see and I am hard to shoot, but also might do some bad damage to the enemies around me, like almost like a blizzard effect. So I'll tweak this and make sure it's balanced. And before I actually start playing, I'll give it a little bit more thought. But I really just wanted to get the characters actually made. And so here you can create your companions. Again, it's really a cool system. So these this animals of this size would qualify as large, just according to the rules. And again, I don't want to get like too much into this part because it's like the paid part that's not free. But you can pick 3 skills when they're large to start off with, and you can also upgrade them for points again. So I just made these deadly, cunning, and precise again to kind of make up for like that Mat 7 and PAL 15. Like that's pretty awesome. Made them evasive because they have that defense 14 as well, and then I made them trophies just because. Again, I don't plan on like role playing Crown and Skull in the Iron Kingdoms, but I'm definitely heavy borrowing on like the NIS and how like really this group is the only one of the NIS left, I think. And also like she's carrying Sorrow, which is going to be a famous legendary sword. My plan for the solo campaign is I'm going to have fun and play it out, but this will become like an NPC, like people of legend, for when I run like campaigns with a full group. And so now I'll just run through the rest of the group real quick so you can see. I spit out just a very easy, simple character sheet. And Crown and Skull, you don't have HP. Your skills and equipment are actually your HP, which I think is pretty cool. And I picked Battle Master on this guy, which is essentially exploding sixes, similar concept. So this one, Vire is just going to be like my repair guy, my support guy. He's an armorer. He knows medical. He can repair skills. And I really just kind of, most of the equipment I just copied like kind of 1-to-1 of what I saw on the figure. So great sword, cloaks, greaves. This guy's got a scale vest, cold weather fur. And then I gave him some just like tools that I thought like an engineer or a craftsman guy would have. And I kind of made that up. Like that's obviously not on the card. This guy, he's the one with a helmet. So I gave him a helm. I gave him a cloak. He had chest like plate mail on. Gave him some rope and some climbing gear and caltrops, and he's gonna be my climber guy, my outdoorsman-ish. And also, I want to point out like these characters are not optimized to do good in Crown and Skull because, like I said, as you take hits, you'll lose your skills and equipment. So this one especially, she has that 12 in dual wield, which is actually from the Crown and Skull Volume 2, just because the model had 2 great swords, which is also pretty crazy. I had to make them custom lightweight. She's gonna probably die if I don't protect her, just because that's she's essentially can take 5 like real hits and she'll be out of commission. And it's a little bit more nuanced than that, but she's definitely a glass cannon. And then on Silena herself, I took stealth, evade, take aim, scout. Gave her a really cool bow and the standard gear. Her bow actually, it's D10 damage because I upgraded it, but this program's also buggy. That's another reason I don't think it's good enough to release into the world, but it helps me kind of just like brainstorm my characters. And I'll probably tweak these a little bit when I actually like fill out the real character sheets in the real world.
I've always wanted one of these clean out pots. I've always just kind of used like jars back there with a paper towel over the top. But I finally got one of these. Decided to get one after many years of airbrushing. I just did a quick little bit of maintenance just to make sure. I cleaned it last time I ran it. I just did another quick clean of it. Just make sure everything was back to pretty much brand new. Lubed it up. Also, while I was at it, I figured since it wasn't working at all, I might as well like see what I could do. I soaked this thing in this overnight. So I pulled the gaskets out, soaked it in this. I figured if this couldn't get all the stuff out of it, nothing would, and then it really would be trashed. But one thing, I think I might need to get some lube because even though I pulled the gasket out, I just didn't, like it's not getting pushed back up. So I think it's just stuck too tight. It's going to need some lube though. All right, so we're lubed up. I just ran a little bit more of that Mr. Tool cleaner through it into my fancy new clean out pot, which if you don't, it makes a vacuum. And then this has a filter on it. Pretty awesome. All right, so in my that I had everything primed and ready to paint. I didn't prime the one miniature I actually wanted to paint. I had her set aside because I had to put green stuff in here to get this magnet to stay on. And I had her set aside to do this. And of course I didn't grab her when I primed everything else. So I don't know if I think I've shown these before. I got one big dowel rod, put these washers on it, and now the magnets will stick to it. Or sometimes if the model is like lopsided, I'll put it over this way so the model sticks in it, and I'll just blue tack them on. And I'm gonna blue tack her on just for extra security too. And after I prime her, I'll probably switch her to the GW paint handle because I do love that thing. But I don't want to keep getting primer all over that thing. All right, so here's the moment of truth on this. Going to grab my primer, which I know where it is now. Right exactly where it should be. Ooh, this is getting, you can hear it, this is getting empty. Here. All right, wish me luck. Hey, we've got, oh, we did again, baby.
It's not 100%. I don't know how to start it. And like you see, there's a air coming through it.
So there's just something in the internals, and maybe there's a way to take this apart, like from the bottom. but I'm gonna be able to finish priming. But it's definitely not 100%. But we're primed. That's all we needed. Oh, and last thing for tonight, I got these guys printed earlier this morning, and I got them all assembled, cleaned up, based. I got a little bit more left of Trench Crusade to print, but I need to wait until I get more resin. So don't know when that's going to be. Sorry for the background noise. I'm trying to clean it up. That cleaner just smells terrible. So I have air purifier and exhaust fan and ceiling fan going. So thanks for watching. Tomorrow for real is day one of the new painting journey to get as good as possible. And I've got a lot of thoughts on that because it's a big kind of like turning point of like starting the next chapter of my life for me, as ridiculous as that sounds. But it's a lot deeper than just deciding I want to paint more.